mal hier an die Seite. Warte mal. Ja, du stehst da, das war dabei. Hier ist der Tuberculus.
In case you would do tuberosity and an MPFL with a gracilis tendon, would you then go to the medial side instead?
No.
Always to the lateral side?
Yeah, I push it over from the lateral side to the medial side. Langweg, bitte. So here I'm on the tuberositas already, and I want to see the patellar tendon. It's okay. It's okay. It's right here. Okay. So I hook under the patellar tendon. Und gib mir mal noch einen Haken. Do you see well?
Yeah.
Okay. So now. And now what I do, I mark my osteotomy from the patellar tendon about 3 centimeters down, distal.
So 3 centimeters from the proximal insertion area?
Yes, 3 centimeters. And that's fine. And just mark it here. That's important that my mouse setting. And now I take the chisel. Du musst auf Chisel. Gib mir mal noch einen scharfen Haken, da sehen wir besser. Do you have a good view? I can't see the television right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So now, this is my chisel which I use. I don't use a saw. Then I go just half a centimeter. Horizontal, in the horizontal plane. Gib mir mal einen gescheiten Hammer. Ein Plastikhammer.
So Reitner, is the bone block you're going to release, is that only going to be 3 centimeters long? Or is it going to be a little longer?
Yes, it will only be 3 centimeters long. Sag mal, ich stehe hier wie...
And what's going to be the fixation?
2 small fragment screws.
2 screws.
Okay. So I have released it from the side, okay? And now I have to release it distally. So einen kleineren Schüssel. Nee, der ist zu klein, etwas größer. Und dann einen Kirschnerdraht mit, oder so einen kleinen Draht von 1,6 oder 1,8 zum Reinbohren, ja? Okay. So I release it distally now. You have to be careful that you don't split the tibia too much, no? I've seen some fractures. Okay, so I try to see that, I try to release it distally. And now I just elevate here with my chisel. Schere. I release the soft tissue along the patellar tendon.
So this was your lateral release up to the...
Yeah, this is basically my lateral release. It's only a distal lateral release. It's just to the tip of the patella. I don't go further. I just want to release it because otherwise I put it over. And now I push the whole thing over. Do you see how much I?
Yeah, we can see the displacement. We can see the displacement. And how many millimeters at the proximal end do you want to move it?
Yeah, in this case about 6-7 millimeters. Not too much.
Not too much.
Okay, Schere nochmal. Go a little bit.
Is that sort of always 6 to 7, or do you sometimes go
It
higher?
depends. No, it depends on the... Gib mir nochmal die Bohrmaschine ganz kurz.
Because for this case, what was sort of the decision for making the osteotomy?
It was a clinical decision on the basis that the patella is way far lateral. Did you see pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. And the tuberositas was, I think the TTTG was was at the borderline, between 15 to 18. So I just want to align this a little bit better here. Okay, now we put the 2 screws in. And make a marking here, another one. Okay, yeah. It's a 2.5 millimeter drill. And at the back, measure, and dann den etwas größeren Bohrholz. Dann diesen Reamer, ne? Nee, das mache ich gar nicht, aber den Kopf zu versenken. 40, 40 mit Unterlege. So. Just make through the fragment, make it bigger. Nee, das brauche ich gar nicht. Achso, dieses Ding, ja. Okay, entschraube. Ja. Ja, 40.
Reitner, how many of your screws do you end up taking out again because of symptoms?
Warte mal, nee, ich nehme die Bohrmaschine, ich mache das nicht mit der Hand. Usually I take the screws out, I don't leave it in, because usually the persons kneel down and the heads are often prominent. Zweites Bohr. Even if I try to sink it in a little bit.
I saw you used a spongiosa screw.
Was it a spongiosa? Or was it?
Was there any specific reason for the spongiosa?
No, I usually like to use a cortical screw.
Okay.
No specific reason. I just want to anchor to the other side, of course. Okay, yep. Ja, 45. Okay. Noch diesen Reamer, ja. Dann einen Schraubenzieher. Dann mache ich erst dieses Ding da raus. Ja. Okay. Jetzt das Ding raus. So I try to sink it in a little bit. Okay. That's it. Here on the tuberculosis tibial. Do you see the picture?
Yeah.
Das sieht mal aus. Okay, now they have a free range of motion still, and go for the MPFL. In which degree do you fix?
Normally I fix it in 30 degrees, but I always check for full flexion, full extension. No, but this case is completely, absolutely enough.
Yeah, how do you decide the tension on your MPFL graft?
So I think it is just only one problem if you make it too strong and too fixed. So normally it must be at least 1 to 2 quart part of the patella must be movable. In this case, you can see it would be fine. Okay?
Yeah.
And do you do it in some kind of degree of flexion to make sure that you have centralized the patella in the trochlear groove?
Yeah, so how we do it now here?
30 degree.
30 degree.
I think some people say 30 degrees, some people say 60 degree. It's this is where the literature, I think, is somewhere in between. Huh?
Yeah.
Martin, how do you do it?
I do it like you, that I flex to 30-40 degrees to make sure that the patella gets centralized in the trochlea. And that can be a problem because these patients typically have some degree of dysplasia. But it's important that you try and feel this centralization, and then I put the screw halfway in, extend, and make sure that I have about 25% of lateralization possible. Yeah. Which is sort of your normal stability, because it's very important that you don't get a too tight reconstruction, because then the patients really have problems with pain.
I think it's, you see, you still can move.
Yeah.
I think what you want to have is a stopper. You want to have a stopper to prevent the tendon, and I always flex. This is very important. I think that it must be mobile.
Yeah. I consider it more like a harness than a ligament.
You're right, absolutely right. Okay, I think